Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the channel where we explore the hidden treasures of American history found in coins that might just be sitting in your pocket, your drawer, or even hiding in an old collection. Today's video is going to be absolutely fascinating because we are going to talk about one of the most interesting and surprising coins ever discovered, the 1993 Lincoln cent that carries an astonishing market value of $585,332. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, just 1 cent from 1993 minted in Denver, has been valued at over $500,000. Now I know what you might be thinking. How can a coin with such a small face value of 1 cent be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? The answer lies in rarity, demand, and the unique errors or conditions that make certain coins special. Collectors and numismatists are always on the hunt for these rare examples, and sometimes a tiny minting error or a specific condition can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary fortune. Let's dive deep into the story of the 1993 Lincoln cent. First, a bit of background. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, it has gone through several design changes and minting adjustments. By 1993, the penny featured the familiar image of President Lincoln on the obverse, or front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The Denver Mint, represented by the D mint mark, produced millions of these coins in 1993. Most of them are extremely common and worth only their face value, but every once in a while, something unusual happens during the minting process. A die crack, an off-center strike, a double die, or an experimental planchet can slip through unnoticed, and that is what makes certain coins so rare and valuable. The specific 1993 D penny that reached a staggering market value of over $585,000 was no ordinary coin. It was a high-grade example, preserved in near-perfect condition, and certified by a top grading service. Not only was its condition exceptional, but collectors believe it may have had subtle unique characteristics that pushed its desirability through the roof. When two or more passionate collectors want the same coin, the price can climb higher and higher until it reaches numbers that shock the average person. Now, let's talk about why this matters to you. Imagine you are checking your change, maybe after buying a cup of coffee, and you notice a penny from 1993 with a little d under the date. To most people, it would seem like just another coin, but to a coin collector, that small detail could mean the difference between 1 cent and life-changing money. That is why it is so important to always check your coins carefully. Collectors often look for key details. For the 1993 D penny, you would want to check for minting errors, doubling in the letters or numbers, and most importantly, the condition of the coin. Coins that are bright, shiny, and uncirculated will always bring a higher price than those that are worn out and scratched. Some collectors even send their coins to professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, who certify and encapsulate them in protective holders. Having a coin graded not only protects it, but also gives it official recognition in the numismatic community, making it easier to sell at a high price. But here's the most exciting part. Rare coins like this are still out there. They can be hidden in bank rolls, coin jars, or collections that have been passed down through generations. Some people have found rare coins in the most unexpected places, like flea markets, garage sales, or even in old family albums. The hunt is part of the adventure, and every time you look through a handful of change, you have the possibility of discovering something worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 1993 D penny worth over $500,000 is a perfect example of why coin collecting remains such a popular and rewarding hobby. It shows us that history, art, and value can all come together in the smallest of objects. It also reminds us to never overlook the little things, because sometimes the smallest coin can carry the biggest surprise. So if you are new to coin collecting, my advice is to start paying close attention to your change. Look at the dates, check the mint marks, and research which coins are known to have valuable varieties. The internet, coin collecting books, and online communities can all be great resources. And of course, keep watching Rare US Coins because we bring you all the information you need about the rarest and most valuable coins in American history. Before we wrap this video up, let's recap. The 1993 Lincoln cent is usually just a regular penny, but one incredible example was sold for a jaw-dropping $585,332. That single cent became a treasure because of its rarity, condition, and the demand from collectors. This is why it is so important to always check your coins. Who knows, maybe the next valuable coin is already in your pocket. Thank you so much for watching Rare US Coins. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another story about valuable coins and hidden treasures. Leave a comment down below if you have ever found an interesting or rare coin. I love hearing your stories and sharing them with the community. Remember, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth far more than you can imagine. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe one day you'll be the one holding the next rare penny worth a fortune. This is Rare US Coins. Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the channel where we explore the most fascinating, rare, and valuable coins in the history of the United States. If you love discovering hidden treasures that might be sitting in your pocket change, or if you're curious about the incredible value that certain coins can hold, then you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're going to talk about something truly mind-blowing, a coin that looks so ordinary, so small, yet it has been valued at over $585,333. Yes, you heard me right. That's $585,333 for a single 1-cent coin from 1996. Imagine holding a penny in your hand that's worth more than most luxury cars, more than many houses, and more than most people make in years of hard work. This is not just a coin, it's a piece of history, a collector's dream, and a reminder of how much value can be hidden in plain sight. Now let's dive deep into the story of this rare penny. The 1996 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, a coin most of us have seen countless times. It was minted in massive quantities, with billions produced. Most of these coins are still circulating, and people use them every single day without thinking twice. So, what makes one particular 1996 penny worth more than $500,000? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and in some cases, very unusual minting errors. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, know that the value of a coin doesn't always come from its face value. Instead, it comes from a unique combination of factors: its condition, whether it has any errors, and how many examples of that coin exist in the world. In the case of the 1996 1-cent coin worth $585,333, it's believed to be in an extraordinary condition, possibly a unique error strike that makes it one of a kind. Let's talk about minting errors. During the production of coins, mistakes sometimes happen. A double die error, strike, wrong planchet error, or even misaligned dies can create coins that look just a little different from the rest. And while these errors are technically mistakes, collectors absolutely love them. Why? Because they make those coins extremely rare. The rarer the coin, the higher the demand, and the higher the demand, the more astronomical the price can become. Now think about this: out of billions of pennies minted in 1996, only 1 or 2 may have this kind of unique minting error. That makes it as rare as finding a needle in a haystack. For collectors, it's like winning the lottery. Another factor is the grade of the coin. Professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC evaluate coins on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. If this 1996 penny is graded at a near-perfect level, especially with a rare error, its value skyrockets. And that's exactly why this particular coin has reached an astonishing market value of over $500,000. But here's where things get really exciting. You might be wondering, could you have one of these pennies in your pocket right now? Could that jar of loose change sitting on your dresser contain a life-changing coin? The answer is yes, it's possible. Coins like this don't always come from high-end auctions or museum collections. Many times, they're discovered by ordinary people who happen to notice something unusual about a coin they've had all along. So what should you look for in your 1996 pennies? Pay attention to details. Check for doubling in the letters or numbers, look for off-center designs, and always check the overall condition. Even a small imperfection or difference can turn a regular penny into a fortune. Now, imagine the possibilities. You're holding a coin worth just 1 cent, but in the collector's market, it's valued at $585,333. That kind of discovery can change your life. It can pay debts, buy your dream car, or even a beautiful home. This is why so many people are passionate about coin collecting. It's not just a hobby, it's an adventure full of surprises, history, and hidden treasures waiting to be found. At Rare US Coins, we love bringing you these stories because they remind us all to pay attention to the little things. That penny in your hand might not just be pocket change. It might be a gateway to something much bigger, something worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. So here's my challenge to you. After this video, go through your coin jar, your wallet, or that collection of pennies you've been ignoring. Take a close look, and who knows, you might be holding one of the rarest coins ever minted. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap. The 1996 1-cent coin we're talking about today isn't just any penny. It's an extraordinary piece that reached a market value of $585,333, thanks to its rarity, unique era, and pristine condition. It's living proof that sometimes, the most valuable treasures can be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video and you want to keep learning about rare, valuable, and fascinating coins, then make sure to subscribe to Rare US Coins. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends and family, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We've got so many more incredible stories about coins worth thousands, even millions, coming up, and you won't want to miss them. Thank you so much for watching Rare US Coins.